Alright, picture this. What if I told you there was a coin offering up to 700% staking APYs, with an entry price so low it's practically a rounding error, and it's the only meme coin that actually lives on Bitcoin's unshakable, rock-solid chain? Did you kick yourself for missing Pepe in 2023? Good, because Memecoin just landed on XT.com, and trust me, it's not just cheaper and faster, it's technically light years ahead of every dog coin you've ever chased. Stick around for the next few minutes, this isn't just another crypto video. This could genuinely flip your alt game upside down. Subscribe and continue. Section 1, the wait, Bitcoin has memes? Moment. For too long, most traders have pigeonholed Bitcoin as the crypto world's boring old grandpa, digital gold, a store of value, yada yada. And while that's true, it's also been quietly evolving. Meanwhile, Memecoin didn't just pop up overnight. It actually pioneered the PEP20 standard last year. Now, why does that matter? Because it's the very first permissionless token layer to ride directly on Bitcoin without any of the usual hoops. No wrapping, no bridging, no praying to Vitalik for gas fees. What does that translate to for you? It means you can mint, trade, and even stake your memes, all while your assets are anchored to the most secure, battle-tested network on Earth. Think of it like strapping a turbo kit onto a tank. You get unstoppable security meeting undeniably fun, lightning-fast meme culture. It's truly the best of both worlds, and it's something many in the crypto space are only just beginning to wrap their heads around. Section 2, why XT.com listing matters now. XT.com might not be Binance, let's be real, few exchanges are, but it's far from a small pond. We're talking about a significant gateway, serving 3.2 million KYC verified users who are always on the hunt for those micro-cap gems before they launch to the moon. Memecoin's new PEP/USDT pair sitting squarely in the innovation zone? That's exchange speak for get ready, folks, because we're expecting fireworks. And fireworks they got. Listing day saw volume crack $4.8 million in the first 6 hours alone. Now, compared to Doge, sure, that's still tiny. But for Memecoin, that's a whopping 18 times its daily average from last month. This isn't just a number, it's a signal. Liquidity begets liquidity, and once the bots and arbitrageurs sniff out that tight spread and easy movement, price discovery gets, shall we say, violent in both directions. It opens up the floodgates for more institutional and retail interest, moving it beyond just niche communities and into the broader trading consciousness. This listing isn't just about a new market pair, it's about validation and access to a whole new pool of potential buyers and traders. Section 3, tokenomics that don't suck. Let's talk numbers. The total supply is 420.69 trillion, classic meme numerology, right? It's playful, but the underlying structure is anything but. Here's the real twist, a massive 60% of that supply went straight to fair launch mining. This isn't some shadowy pre-mine for insiders, it's a community-first approach. Another 20% is locked away in staking contracts, actively supporting the network. Then you've got 10% reserved for strategic partnerships, building out that ecosystem we'll talk about later, and a final 10%. That's burned, sent straight to Satoshi's ghost, effectively removing it from circulation forever. What you won't find here are venture capital unlocks or shady dev wallets poised to dump on the community. This is a genuinely decentralized distribution model. And here's a kicker, emission halves every 210,000 blocks, perfectly mirroring Bitcoin's cadence. So, your bags inflate slower than your fiat currency loses value. At a jaw-dropping 0.00000011 USDT per coin, you can literally buy 1 million PEP for the price of your morning latte. But don't let that tiny price fool you, the circulating float is surprisingly small. A mere $5 million market buy can move the candle by a staggering 38%. Is it risky? Absolutely. Is it asymmetric? You bet your bottom dollar it is. This isn't just meme tokenomics, it's carefully designed scarcity and community ownership. Section 4. Speed without sacrificing security. We've all seen it. Solana boasts 65,000 transactions per second, TPS, but seems to go down every time someone sneezes in the general direction of a server. Ethereum? It does a paltry 15 TPS and charges you your left kidney just to send a token. It's a constant trade-off, right? Not with Memecoin. Its L2 sidecar, affectionately dubbed Pepe Chain, hits an impressive 50,000 TPS. How? Through a clever BLS signature batching system that anchors a single Merkle route back to Bitcoin every 10 minutes. What does that mean for you? It means finality in a lightning-fast 3 seconds, with ultimate settlement on the most bulletproof ledger ever built. You get the butter-smooth user experience of a high-speed gamer chain, combined with the unparalleled security budget of a nation-state. It's truly the best of both worlds, without the usual trade-off hangover that plagues so many other projects. You don't have to choose between speed and safety. Memecoin aims to deliver both in spades, making it a serious contender for practical, everyday use, not just speculation. Section 5. Staking for 700%. Yes, really now, about that eye-popping 700% APY. It's not a typo. If you lock up your PEP for 30 days, the protocol rewards you with Pepinode's rewards. The current dashboard is showing a staggering 706% APY, denominated in PEP, not USDT. So, yes, you'll need to do the math on your paper gains versus any impermanent loss, but the potential is undeniable. And here's the genius part: these rewards don't come from some infinitely minting token supply that dilutes your holdings. Instead, they're funded by a small 2% transfer tax. This ingenious mechanism means inflation stays flat, while network activity directly funds the yield. It's essentially getting paid handsomely just to hold and participate in the meme economy, something your traditional bank will never offer you. This isn't just passive income, it's active participation in a growing ecosystem, designed to reward long-term holders and stabilize the token's value. Section 6. Partnership Playbook. A coin is only as strong as its utility and ecosystem, right? And Memecoin isn't just sitting around. It's building. Take Super Meme, for instance. It lets influencers mint unique NFT stickers and, here's the kicker, they pay their gas fees in PEP. That's real utility right there. Then there's Bit, a platform streaming esports, where viewers can tip casters in real time with Memecoin. Imagine your favorite streamer getting PEP tips. And for the gamers out there, Gemu Play is cooking up a tap-to-earn mobile game where every single click mines PEP. We're not talking about some abstract concept, these are tangible, engaging ways to earn and spend PEP. Add to that Plena Finance's mobile wallet, which offers biometric staking, making it super easy and secure to earn those Pepinodes rewards from your phone. This isn't just a collection of random collaborations, it's a cohesive ecosystem stretching far beyond simple Twitter raids. These real-world use cases are crucial, they keep the volume humming, even when the speculative market takes a nap. They build a foundation for long-term growth and adoption, making PEP more than just a fleeting trend. Section 7. Price Prediction Toolkit. Alright, let's get to what everyone wants to know: where's this thing headed? Short term, historical data tells us that new listings typically print a 2x to 4x spike within 72 hours, often followed by a 40% retrace as those early airdrop hunters cash out. It's the natural cycle. Mid-term, if daily active addresses can breach 50,000, we're currently hovering around 12,000, then fair value models suggest PEP could hit 0.00000042 USDT. That's roughly a 3.8x from today's levels. Now, for the long game, a roaring bull run in 2025, potentially pushing Bitcoin past $120,000, would inevitably drag attention to Bitcoin-native alts like PEP. If Memecoin were to hit a $1 billion fully diluted market cap, which, For a meme coin with its tech, isn't outlandish, that would translate to roughly 0.00000023 per coin. That, my friends, is a 20-bagger. Conservatively, if the broader market cooperates and the Bitcoin narrative strengthens, we could easily be looking at a 5x to 8x return. Full disclosure, this isn't financial advice, it's just math, with a frog hat on. Always do your own research, but the numbers certainly paint an interesting picture. Section 8. Risks you can't ignore now. Let's be real. No investment is without its risks, and Memecoin is no exception. Bitcoin L2s are still in their early days, and while promising, a critical bug or vulnerability could absolutely crater confidence in the entire ecosystem. Then there's the regulatory boogeyman. Government bodies love painting meme coins as unregistered securities, and one ill-timed SEC tweet could nuke the chart faster than you can say decentralization. And let's not forget that juicy 700% APY. While attractive, it also draws in what we call mercenary capital traders who are only there for the yield and will dump their rewards the second those APYs dip even slightly. So, what's the play? Manage your position size wisely. Always use stop losses. And please, for the love of all that is holy, never, ever bet the rent money. Your future self, living comfortably and stress-free, will absolutely thank you for that prudence. It's about calculated risk, not reckless abandon. CTA 1, mid-roll. Hey, if you're finding this insightful and you want real-time entry zones and exit signals for PEP, plus 5 other low-cap gems we're tracking, then you absolutely need to punch that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We drop alpha daily, and let's be honest, frogs don't wait around for latecomers. Join the community and stay ahead of the curve. Section 9. Community moat. Beyond the tech and the tokenomics, there's an intangible asset that often gets overlooked but is absolutely critical for a meme coin success: the community. The Memecoin Discord. It boasts a staggering 180,000 members, with 28,000 online even at 3 a.m. UTC. That's dedication. Their Twitter raids aren't some manufactured trend, they organically trend because the community memes in a dozen different languages, reaching corners of the internet others can't. When XTcom announced the listing, #PepsT generated 2.4 million impressions in just 4 hours, with 0 paid shills. Think about that. That kind of organic reach and engagement is invaluable. A strong, passionate community equals sticky holders, and sticky holders reduce velocity. Basic economics tells us that a lower circulating float combined with higher demand inevitably leads to that magical number go up phenomenon. This isn't just a group of people, it's a decentralized marketing and holding machine, a true moat against market volatility. Section 10. How to buy on XT.com without getting wrecked. Alright, so you're convinced and ready to dive in. Here's how to navigate XT.com without getting, well, wrecked. Step 1. Register, complete your KYC, and for goodness sake, enable 2FA. It's boring, it's mandatory, but it's non-negotiable for your security. Step 2. Deposit USDT, and here's a pro tip: use TRC20 to dodge those brutal Ethereum gas fees. ETH gas can eat your profits before you even make a trade. Step 3. Head to the spot market, type in PEP, and if you're impatient, hit that market buy button. Or, for the savvier traders, ladder your limit orders down to, say, 0.00000010 to catch any wicks or sudden dips. Step 4, and this is crucial, immediately move your PEP to a Pepinode staking contract or a native wallet. Leaving significant stacks on a centralized exchange is basically a hacker's Christmas wish list. Don't do it. Step 5, set calendar alerts for the next emission halving. History consistently shows that supply shocks tend to kick in about 2 weeks before the actual event, giving you a crucial window to prepare. Section 11, macro tailwinds for 2025. Looking ahead to 2025, the macro environment for crypto, and specifically for Bitcoin native assets, looks incredibly bullish. Bitcoin ETFs have already swallowed up 5% of the circulating BTC supply. Analysts are forecasting another $50 billion in inflows by summer. When Grandma finally owns Bitcoin through her 401k, guess what? She gets curious about cheaper Bitcoin coins. And PEP is literally advertised as Bitcoin's meme. It's a natural progression of interest. Combine that with a post-halving supply squeeze, which historically ignites bull markets, and whispers from the Fed hinting at rate cuts, and you've got yourself a powder keg just waiting for a spark. Meme season, interestingly, usually lags behind tech season by about 60 days. So, while everyone's chasing the latest AI coin, keep your finger on the trigger for when the meme narrative inevitably takes center stage. All these factors align to create a potentially explosive environment for a coin like Memecoin. Section 12, Competitor Landscape. Let's be clear, Memecoin isn't operating in a vacuum. But it's got some serious advantages over its meme coin brethren. Dogecoin? It has the brand, sure, but it also has infinite inflation, constantly diluting its value. Shiba Inu? It's got Shibarium, but it still largely sits on Ethereum, meaning you're playing gas fee roulette every time you interact with it. And Pepe on Ethereum? It's already mooned, the risk-reward skews unfavorably for new entrants now. Memecoin, on the other hand, offers a much earlier entry point, the unparalleled security of Bitcoin, and a superior staking yield that leaves others in the dust. Check, check, checkmate. The only other major Bitcoin native meme coin, $Audi, trades at a hefty $45 right now, while PEP is still just a fraction of a cent. That, my friends, is a gap. And a gap, in this market, often equals opportunity. Section 13, Exit Strategy Blueprint. Before you even think about buying, you absolutely must decide on your exit strategy. Do it today, or you'll panic tomorrow when things get volatile. Here's a conservative plan: peel off your initial capital at a 3x return, then let the house money ride for a potential 10x or more. For the degenerate plan? Full send until a $1 billion market cap, then step out 20% of your holdings per double. Either way, set those alerts on Blockfolio, stick to your plan like glue, and whatever you do, don't let emotions dictate your moves. Emotions, my friends, are the real dump. Having a clear, predefined strategy is your best defense against FOMO and FUD, ensuring you actually lock in those gains when the time comes. If you learned something new today, smash that like button. Drop a Make Meme Coins Great Again in the comments so the algorithm knows we're not bots. And please, share this with just one friend who still thinks Bitcoin can't meme. See you in the next one. Stay froggy, stay free.